Welcome to episode 39 of Tools in the Hall. You're in luck because I am restocking the truck after we sold off as much inventory as possible at the end of 2022. So a big restock order just came in. There's also some really cool special order items in here, which is stuff that I don't normally carry, but some of my customers have ordered. So you're going to see some new stuff as well as a ton of the tried and true favorites that I know you guys like. So we're going to start with this door alignment tool. This one was on back order for a while, just came in. These are used by body guys who need to install doors on cars. You put the hook end here into the latch on the door, and then you slide this over the latching pin on the door frame, and then you tighten this down using this knurled thumb wheel here, and then you use the handle to, slowly and gently adjust the alignment of the door. So that's going to a guy who does mostly automotive work, but he does a lot of side work and he helps guys out with paint and body work. So that's going to him. Milwaukee has a combo kit with a 12 volt 4 amp hour battery and a 12 volt charger. This is a promotional pack that I got when I purchased some other stuff. So the cool thing when Milwaukee does stuff like this is I can afford to do all kinds of things that I want with the pricing. I can bundle this together with something else, maybe with a bare tool, or do some special pricing with this, maybe do giveaways or whatever. But when they put the promotional stuff together, it's great because it gives me a lot of latitude with what I can do with the price. All right, here's something new that you haven't seen. This is an AC leak detector from CPS. They make a bunch of AC equipment, and I was requested by my best account is Capital Metro. They service all the transit buses. They asked me for a couple of these, one for each of their facilities. So these just came in to getting 2 of them. And the pack comes with, the sensor itself, and then this set that's got a detection light and batteries. It also comes with the 3 C cells that are required to operate the unit. When was the last time you saw C cells required for something? They've got it. This is one of the nicer but less expensive units that I could find for them. They're pretty eager to get these in. They have AC shops in both locations, and I'll be working on a lot of stuff. And it came time to upgrade their leak detectors because I guess the ones the shop have, either break down after a while. They're pretty old, I think, the ones that they've got. So they're opting to get these from me, so I'm stoked to deliver these to them. Cases of Pigments. I don't normally carry these, but I just started a new relationship with one of the independent automotive shops that I service. Give them a shout out. It's Juke Automotive in Austin. And those guys are buying a lot of their consumable products from me now, which is terrific for me. It's great for them because all I do is I just walk in their supply room. I see what they've got on the shelf that they need. I fill up what they need to particular agreed upon levels, and they give me a company card to run, and I run the card. So they get what they need right away. I get paid right away. I can give them discounts because of it. So I can be competitively priced with other suppliers because of that. And it's really working out well for both of us. One of the guys in the supply department asked me to get them 2 cases of the Pigments, so they're going to get those. They'll have those already because this video is probably going to be, what's today? I'm shooting this on January 8th, so you're either going to see this on the 15th or the 22nd of January. So they were long since I've had the Pigments. Those will be delivered. But it's nice to have this kind of relationship because I restock their gloves, their conditioning discs, fuses, body panel clips, radiator hose clamps. Anything that they want, I will replenish for them on a regular basis, and then these were a special request. So thank you, Juke Automotive. I really appreciate this kind of business because it makes it very easy for me, and you guys have been terrific, so thank you very much. More of these induction headlamps have come in. I've spotlighted these in the past, and they sell like crazy. They are incredibly popular and rather inexpensive. I cannot sell them with a warranty, unfortunately, but this is a 2-pack, so you get 2 headlamps in here. You've seen these on other tool hauls. They're the ones that have an LED strip in the front and a light on the side with a little battery pack that where you can push the on and off button, and then they have another button where you can choose to turn on the motion sensor on it, so you can wave your hand and it turns on and off. The only downside is if you're close to an object, like you're under a car, you stick your head up into something, something could pass by, which would also turn it off. But they're very popular because I sell the 2-pack for $40, or you can buy an individual headlamp for $25. And it seems like no matter how many I get on the truck, they're all gone within a day. So I've been ordering as many as I can, but like something happened last week where I'm in between orders before this one came in. You know, a bunch of guys asked me for 2-packs, so you know, as I'm writing down what I'm allocating for these guys, I realize they're all sold already, and I don't even have them back on the truck yet. So it's been a terrific item for me to carry because they pretty much sell themselves. All I have to do is put them on the shelf where people can see them. Once guys in the shop buy them, everybody else starts buying them. They've been a great seller. Astro has a rather good, inexpensive digital circuit tester. And this one ranges from 4 to 60 volts in 10th volt increments. And the display turns green for negative and red for positive to show that it has power. It has a 10-foot clamping cord with it. And the nice thing is that it's got the display to read out the voltage. Lyle makes a similar one with a lifetime warranty, but it costs about twice as much. This with the 1-year warranty that costs about half of the Lyle one is adequate for most people's applications. If you can, it's nice to give people the choice. If you want to save a few bucks and take a lesser warranty, you have that option. If you want to buy the Lyle one, I'm happy to sell that one too with a lifetime warranty. It's great to be able to give people these options, and you know, as an independent tool dealer, I can buy lots of different brands. So the conversation with customers a lot of times is about just choices they have. What would you like for warranty? What would you like for color or size? Whatever it is, whatever the product is. In this case, I can say, you want the $60 one with 1-year warranty, or you want the $110 one with lifetime warranty. And then they can pick and choose. I can give them the specs on it. And it's nice to give someone the choice. And honestly, that's what shopping should be, right? I mean, you do it everywhere else in your life. And it's nice to be able to do it with your tool guy. Don't settle for, a tool guy that is limited in their product selection. And that's one of the disadvantages I found with when I owned a tool truck franchise years ago. Was I was handcuffed. It's really nice to be an independent guy and be able to offer up all different brands. These are very simple but necessary. These are the wrench organizers from Ernst. Ernst makes excellent organizational things. They make socket holders, wrench organizers. I sell a ton of their organizational trays. I think you've seen those on some previous tool haul videos where they have like 10 compartments and they fit in your toolbox drawer. Those sell like crazy. I have a hard time keeping those on the truck. And I don't know, their quality is excellent. Their pricing is very good. I think these are $15 a piece on the truck. The tool organizer trays I sell are $25, and it's great to have access to that brand because I love their selection. They have really good color choices too. They have the standard like black, red, blue, stuff like that, but they also have really nice high vis colors like the high vis yellow and green that people like. A little while ago, I decided to change my brand of mini torches. These are the butane fuel torches. And I was selling the Power Probe ones. I moved to these ones from Master because the Power Probe ones cost about $5 more. And I had some failures with them that I wasn't happy with. The ignition would fail sometimes, or sometimes the nozzle would get gummed up. And they have a 1-year warranty on them, so it wasn't a big deal. But I don't like higher than what I consider normal failure rates on things. Even if it's covered under warranty, it's a pain in the neck for you and for me, honestly. So let's go to a brand that's a little more reliable. And Master has done that. I haven't seen any failures on these so far, and I can sell them for a few bucks less. It's the one I use myself for doing stuff around the house, or for repairing stuff there over my shoulder in my work area. I even baked a meringue dessert for Christmas, and I use it to brown the top of the meringue. So that's kind of cool. So it's multi-purpose, and you can use it in the shop as well as the kitchen. K-Tool has some retractable folding razor knives, and you can just easily swap the blade in and out on these guys. And as far as the full function utility knife goes, they're great because they're fairly inexpensive, and they're a razor knife. What can you say about them? They're reliable, they're built well. And in fact, this particular design, I'm going to give a shout out to Theo from Country Mile Garage. He showed me one similar to this. Well, he didn't show me. He made a tool haul video where he had similar ones to this. And I decided when I saw that video, I did not know about the knives, and I decided after seeing his video that I should put some in inventory. And sure enough, they sell regularly and fairly well. So thanks, Theo. I appreciate watching your tool hauls because you give me all kinds of ideas too. And check out his channel too. Great guy. He does live streams on Sunday nights too, so it's fun to hop on there and see who he's got for guests and what his topics are like. And he's just an all-around great guy. This Sunx it's a 38-piece Sunx bit set. It has a 1/4-inch ratcheting driver, has an extension tucked up there that you can't see, and a whole selection of Phillips, Torx, Hex, and flat blade bits. I think this is going for 50 bucks right now. Very, very popular. I try to keep 2 or 3 of these on the truck at one time because they're selling regularly. Great little set for dash work and confined areas. The bit driver has a magnetic holder in it, so you just insert the hex bit in there and it holds it securely. If you haven't seen or used a Forma funnel, you might want to consider them. These guys are super handy because they help you manage your time and efforts, and they help you be more efficient. It's an aluminum plate that's covered with a PVC coating, and it's flexible, so you can see how you can bend it there. And you can form it around objects so that when you drain filters, you can see a picture on it there, then you avoid making a big mess because you don't have oil dripping down onto components, because you can put this, between the filter and the components that it might otherwise drip on and funnel it into your container. And it saves time in cleanup afterwards, and it saves money in using things like brake clean and other solvents and fluids that you would use to clean up after yourself with. So I consider this a tool of refinement, where it's going to help make you a little bit better, a little bit more efficient, and as a result, you're going to make more money. So the $27 cost on the Forma funnel is going to be worth it after a few times of you not having to take the extra time to clean up, and you can service more vehicles. Astro's got really good blowguns for the money. This is a regular 4-inch bent tip blowgun. It's a pretty standard blowgun, but they're way less expensive than what you'll find on the Mac and SnapOn trucks. I've been stocking these things for years. I've never seen a failure on them, and it's a regular standard quarter-inch inlet on this, and a little lever action there. OSHA compliant tip. People get confused sometimes when they feel a blowback against the tip if something is obstructing the front, and that's by design. That's OSHA compliant to keep down the pressure buildup coming out of the tip, so it'll blow back if there's a problem there. Gearwrench has these quarter drive extensions. These are the locking kind. They have a little collar there. You'll pull back on the collar, and there's a retainer then that gets released. You put your socket on and let the collar go, and it retains the socket. simple 3-piece set. It's got a 2, 3, and 6 inch, I believe. Am I lying to you? Looks like it. It doesn't say. 2, 3, and 6 inch. And they're cheap. It's like 45, 50 bucks. And, you know, not necessarily on the shorter extensions, but the longer your extension is, the more you really want to have a lock on it so that you don't drop a socket deep down into something. These have been popular since they came out. Lang has these pocket pry bars, and this is a 2-piece set that has an angled tip and a straight tip. They have a pocket clip on them, so you can stick them right in your shirt pocket. And these are well-built little guys. They put a lifetime warranty on them, but they're built strong enough that you can put some real leverage on them and use them like a real pry bar. They are small enough you can fit them in a lot of tight spaces, and I like the fact that Lang stand behind them forever. And I think the 2-pack costs 25 bucks. So people buy those a lot. Very handy. One gentleman who manages a number of shops bought a bunch of those from me to give out to his guys as Christmas gifts. So thank you, Dave, at Waste Connections. I appreciate that, and I hope your guys appreciated you for the gifts. Astro also has these mini grease guns. You've seen this same one under different brands. I assume Astro makes them for everyone, or everyone else someone makes them for everybody, including Astro. You just unscrew the top, fill it with grease, and then there's a plunger in the bottom. You push that up to build some pressure, and then there's your trigger there for the grease, and then you use that in your Zerk for air tools and stuff. Lyle has these spring-loaded center punches. This is a handy way to put a divot in a workpiece where you want to drill a hole if you don't want your drill bit to walk, or if you need to mark something. These are ideal for that. The idea here is that there's a spring that loads up the tip here, and you push down on it, and then it loads and then releases the tip, so it leaves a divot in your workpiece. You can use it on a metal, plastic, wood, and then you can vary the pressure by turning the knob on the back too. These are a standard item. These are a 3-inch backing disc for roll-lock pads. You have them in 2-inch as well. This is the one from K-Tool. I carry the ones from K-Tool, from Shark, depending on what's available at the time. The K-Tool ones are here. They came in. Those are the ones that are going on the truck. I'm a fan of Ullman for a lot of things. They have great pickup magnets. They have lighted inspection mirrors. And this is a restock of their orange 2.5-pound pickup magnet. They have these in green as well. I try to keep both sizes in stock. These are telescoping. They extend from 5 9/16 inches to 25 9/16 inches. So they're small enough to get them in a lot of tight spaces, and they're long enough to get a good reach on them. One of the nicest guys I know has ordered a bunch of 1/2-inch sockets from me. It's Sammy Salinas. You've probably seen him participate in some of our live chats, and I hope he's watching the video because I'll give you a shout out. Sammy, good to see you. I will give you these. Well, by the time this video goes up, you will have already had these. I'll see you on Thursday. This is the 1/2-inch standard chrome socket set from Gearwrench. This one runs from 1/2-inch to 1 1/8 inch, all half drive. And for the price, it's tough to beat Gearwrench's sockets. This whole set, guess how much I think it costs on a tool truck. I mean, you can look it up on Amazon or some other discount retailer, and they'll be less than what I'm selling them for. But even the tool truck price on these is $100. I mean, what's better than that? I think that they're very good quality. They're sized nicely. They have good tolerances to the manufacturing. And for $100, find another half-drive chrome socket set on a tool truck. Well, aren't I happy to see this? This is the new 1/4-inch drive, long neck, high-speed ratchet from Milwaukee. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I know probably you have too. This is the answer to all of our ratcheting prayers, I think. This guy has 35 foot-pounds of torque, which for a ratchet is really very good, especially for a long reach one, because it's going to take some of the torque away the longer you make that mechanism. But the iterations of Milwaukee's ratchets have been many and somewhat problematic. I think their first batch of ratchets was those round blackhead ones that have been very good. A lot of guys own those, and they're very, very, very reliable. And they came up with a fuel version, which had the larger, clunkier silver head on them, and guys didn't like those so much. And then they came out with a long reach version, and they still had the clunky head on those, and those are very difficult to sell because for a long time, SnapOn was the only game in town when it came to an extended reach ratchet that had a decent sized head on it. So not a lot of guys bought the Milwaukee ones, and then Milwaukee came out with their high-speed ratchets, but they only had the regular length version. And a lot of guys buy those because they like them. But now, finally, they've got the long-reach, high-speed ratchets. And I'm stoked to put these on the truck because we've been waiting for these, oh gosh, I don't know. And also the 3/8 version came in. Hooray! I pre-ordered these, I think, a couple of months ago. So they just shipped them now. So get these on the truck. Hopefully they start selling really well. I have every reason to believe that these will be gone fairly soon. Guys have been asking about these for quite a while, so I can finally show them. Got some warranty items that came back. This is a SnapOn Hammer. I sent that off to warranty on behalf of a customer. So SnapOn's been very good about helping us out with those. And this one goes to Larry B. He's also a frequent viewer of the channel. He's participated in the live streams, and he always leaves comments. And we chat a little bit because I see Larry regularly at his job. He's a good regular customer of mine. So it's kind of fun because when I see him during the week, we chat about the previous week's YouTube video, and I commented to him today that finally the hammer came back. It was on back order for a long time. SnapOn is very organized. You never have to worry about them forgetting an order or not remembering you. And I think we put that order in, gosh, I don't know, months ago. And it came in just now. So thank you, SnapOn. Here's a cute little guy. This is a little click type quarter drive torque wrench from K-Tool. A customer asked me specifically for this because he needed to measure stuff in Newton meters and inch pounds. So that's what this little guy is going to do for him. I don't know exactly what his application is. I believe he's going to try doing some firearm repair work on his own. And he wants to make sure he does everything to torque spec. I think he said he's mounting scope rings or something. I don't remember. I don't know if this is going to be the most appropriate tool for those applications. He and I were talking about it, and he's going to take a look at it and see if it doesn't work. Well, that's no big deal. He doesn't have to, he doesn't own it yet. So I can always return it if it doesn't work for him, or I can put it on the truck in inventory. But I at least want him to get a look at it and see if it's going to suit his application. I don't know that it will. Maybe somebody out here has some experience with this. He wants to do some work turning screws and stuff with it. And he might have to use adapters. And I said, well, if you use an adapter, it's gonna rob the accuracy of the torque wrench. So now he's rethinking it, and we'll see. We'll see once he has a chance to look at it what he decides to do, but at least he'll get a shot to check it out. Oh, and I think I've interrupted myself. If you've got any experience doing anything like that and have used torque wrenches in the past, what do you use for a torque tool for firearm work? Because I know it's mostly screws and stuff. It's not going to be things that have like a hex head where you can use a socket on. So I don't know what that's going to look like for using screwdrivers. And also, work pieces are different on a gun than they are on a car. And, if you're holding it, you're going to get an accurate reading, or rather an accurate torque value when you apply these things to screws and stuff. I've never done it myself, but please weigh in if you know. Milwaukee has really good locking pliers. Everyone knows these under the Vice Grip brand, but Milwaukee has very good sets themselves, and they have this nice little feature on the back. It's called their torque lock feature, where you can put a screwdriver in the end of the handle and crank it around to get some extra fastening power by torquing that up a little bit. And these are very good sellers, rather nicely priced. And they have a 10-piece set that includes these, but the 10-piece set has stuff that a lot of automotive guys don't like those big C-clamp style ones. Tend to see body guys using those on body panels. This is a very good all-around set, and I think that this is the most appropriate one for guys in the automotive or diesel fields. This is a regular old socket holder from Hanson. They make these plastic spindle styles, as well as Gearwrench has them, and K-Tool has them, and a bunch of other brands have them. But this is just a 2-row 3/8 standard. Oh, sorry, metric one. If you need step bits, or uni bits as some people call them, K-Tool's got a pretty good inexpensive set. These are perfectly good for most applications, and they put a lifetime warranty on them. I've never had to file a warranty claim on these, so I don't know. I doubt there's going to be any questions because K-Tool is owned by my largest distributor. We do a lot of business with them, and they're very good at fulfilling warranty requests. Never an issue. Lang has these feeler gauge sets. These are made for heavy-duty truck valve lash adjustments. They have the angle there on the end, and they're all kept together on a ring. These are cheap, like $21, $22 or something like that. I got jealous because SnapOn has a set of feeler gauges. If you've seen them, they've got a screwdriver handle, and you can attach the blades to the handle. Oh, I love that design, but I think they're the only ones with it. And I wish I had something to compete with that because it's such a great design. But those are way less money, and they work just as well. Oh, good. Finally, I've been waiting on this jumbo crow's foot. This is a 1 7/8 inch crow's foot from Sunx with a half drive hole on it. This was a special order for somebody, and they were on back order for a little bit. This one just came in. You'll save yourself a lot of money looking at Sunx for things like crow's feet and specialty sockets. I showed you on a previous tool haul the weatherhead socket set that they've got for about half the price of what you'd find it on a Snap-on truck for. Their jumbo wrenches, their crow's feet, specialty sockets, they've got stuff a lot of other brands don't have. And it's great to have access to a company like Sunx because their stuff is very good quality. I love their impact sockets. If you've ever had a chance to own those, jump on them because their pricing is really very good. I'm sorry, I'm fighting with this bag to put it back in. Their pricing is very good. Their quality is excellent, and you'll save yourself so much money using their wrenches and impact sockets and stuff. And they're regular go-tos. It's great to pair those up with like Milwaukee impact tools. You get the Milwaukee tools and Sunx sockets, man, you are set up. They have really good jumbo wrenches. They have great angle wrenches if you work on hydraulics. So they pretty much cover everything in the industry. I've sung the praises a million times about Coast lights, and this is their XPH25R headlamp, 410 lumens. I've done lots of videos on this stuff, and you've heard me talk about them in other tool haul videos. Great flashlights, great headlamps. They have, the one thing they've disappointed me in is now the pricing on their pen lights have gone way up. So I moved away from the Coast line for the pen lights in favor of the Streamlight ones. Their USB Pro lights on the Streamlight line have now replaced the Coast pen lights on the truck, but I still prefer the Coast headlamps and flashlights because they still have better pricing, lifetime warranty, easier fulfillment than the Streamlight process is. So good on Coast. I wish we could see the prices on the pen lights creep back down though. Maybe somebody's watching the video from Coast. No, you're not. Oh, I'm not going to show you this. It's packed up in it's all shrink wrapped. That's just a wire wheel. Shaker siphons are popular, particularly with diesel guys. There's a copper end on it, and you can see a glass ball in there. You stick that end in the fluid you're going to siphon, and then you stick the open end of the hose in your container, and then you just shake this. It starts the suction going, and then siphons out the liquid. Very popular, very handy. I love Mayhew for a lot of reasons. Their hook and picks are terrific. These are the mini ones. They sell for fairly inexpensive. I think these are 28 bucks. Lifetime warranty on them. They make a lot of their stuff in the US, but these are made in Taiwan. They also have a nice 4-piece set of the long spoon end O-ring picks. Those are also pretty popular. I love Mayhew's product lines in general. They have terrific pry bars. What else does Mayhew have that I buy a lot of? Their pry bars for sure. Punches, chisels. They have those nice spring-loaded punches. They've got a lot of great products and terrific heavy-duty screwdrivers. This is a 4-piece magnetic toolbox tray set from K-Tool. It's got 2 different size parts trays. It has a paper towel rack and then a can holder tray with some holes in the front for screwdrivers and things. Good regular seller. You just put these on your toolbox or your cart, and you can store lots of stuff on them. The magnets are very heavy duty, you know, take a lot of weight. I don't know that they published a weight rating on these, but you won't exceed it with whatever you decide to put on there. The smaller magnetic tool tray is 6 inches. They got a larger one that's 12 inches, and then the 3 can holder and the paper towel rack. You can use that paper towel rack for things besides paper towels. You can turn the spindles to point up and use it as a coat rack or hang your jacket or your shirt. Some guys air out their boots by hanging their shoes on it. The XP18R flashlight from Coast has a whopping 3,650 lumens on their turbo mode, and this beast will light up anything at night, even during the day, brighter than the sun. And you can focus the beam like you can on all Coast's lights by sliding the barrel in and out, and it also has a lifetime warranty like all their other, well, most of their other stuff does. And it's dual power. You can use the rechargeable cell that's in it, or you can swap that out for regular non-rechargeable batteries or non-rechargeables. It uses 6 AA's. These are the 14-piece standard wrench set with a ratcheting box end and a regular open end from Gearwrench. This is the set that I've gone to, this and the corresponding metric set. This packaging is outstanding, and Gearwrench nailed the package design on this. You can stack them easily on the shelf in a truck. You can read them from the end or from the front. They display nicely. It's attractive packaging. It attracts the eye. So since they changed up the packaging on these, I've been selling way more wrench sets. They used to be, they had those, like the wrench holders I showed you before, the trapezoid-shaped ones. They used to just lay the wrenches in there and then shrink wrap it and then put a label on it. And they weren't that attractive. They were difficult to put on your shelf. The wrench holders in this box, it rides on top, and then underneath are all the wrenches. Terrific packaging. I really wish they would take this concept to their other wrench sets, but I understand that there's limitations with things like shipping and how you stack them in containers and how you use space when these things are in transit from overseas. So I get it, but if they could do this to all their wrench sets, including their gearbox wrench sets, that would be awesome. They used to put the gearbox wrenches, those are those long double-ended wrenches. They used to put them in a tray, shrink wrap the tray and put a label on it. It was great. They changed that up though. Unfortunately, they downsized that packaging, so it's not as good as it used to be. But these are excellent. You know Garrett Ceasing from some previous videos that we've done. I've done a very popular toolbox tour video with him. He owns the shop Scooter 911 in Austin, and he also has done a great live stream with me a few months ago. And he asks for a lot of individual specialty tools. So it's fun to shop for him because he wants things that a lot of guys don't want. He works mostly on scooters and motorcycles. He asked for a hollow core 1/4-inch nut driver. So I found one from Milwaukee. You would think these would be easier to find, but they're not. Not everybody makes these. So I got the Milwaukee one. We'll see if this suits him. I hope it does. This one has a spline drive in it in the end there, so it's good for, see if you can see that. It's got a spline drive, so it's good for hex, Torx, 12-point, spline, even some fasteners that are damaged still work well with spline drive. So we'll see if he likes this one. And they're not expensive. It's 25 bucks. I like Milwaukee's pricing a lot on hand tools. They've done a great job in the last few years of increasing and expanding their hand tool line. And they're making ratchets now and chrome sockets, and they have really nice screwdrivers and pliers. So I've been pretty impressed with the stuff I've been seeing from them. And their pricing is really good. I need to start praising Vim more. A lot of you have asked me about carrying Vim, and I do, and I just don't say enough about them. I should say more stuff about them because their stuff is excellent quality. It's a little pricey, but you can't beat the quality that you get from them. They have extremely elegant socket holders, and they're not cheap, but they're gorgeous. These have magnet rails on the top, and you can't see it, but they're on the bottom too. See if you can see in the end there. I don't know. What you do is on the end here, you slide in these round screw-in posts for your sockets, and they're sized for 1/4, 3/8, or 1/2-inch drive. And I don't have any of the posts here. I got them on the truck because they used to ship these with posts in them, but now they changed that up, and they're not. So you have to buy the posts separately. So you can size your rails to what you need by having different lengths of rail and then putting the different size posts on them, and then however many number of posts you want to fit. Like you can fit a lot of 1/4 drive stuff on here. They have, I think, 8-inch, 12-inch. I think they have 16-inch. This is a 20-inch rail. So you slide the little posts, you screw them down to tighten them. They have these little like T-brackets on the bottom that slide in that channel. And you can space them out so you can fit all your sockets. And you know, this is going to be kind of heavy when it's full of sockets, and the magnet isn't so strong that you would put these vertically on something, but you put them horizontally in your drawer, and they're not going to slide around. You can also put them like sticking to the side of something, and if they're low enough in the tray, you can get them out of the way and not worry about them falling over. So it gives you some versatility in how you store your sockets, and they have different colors. These are the green ones, obviously, and they have them in blue and red, I think, and black as well. Also, for my buddy Garrett Ceasing, I've got this, which has been on back order forever. From LTI is this lockpick set. And you can see it breaks down the picks for certain makes and models. He asked me for this a while back, and I was bummed out that it was on back order for so long, but finally came in. Also has a gas cap pick and a tensioner. They do have one kit that's larger than this, but this had everything he would need in it for the size. So this is the one he's getting. They're not cheap. This one, this one is 150 bucks. They do have one for a couple $100, but this was the one that met his criteria without having to get too many and you know, start getting the costs out of control. Also for magnetic storage is mag rails from Lyle. I gotta open the box. Hold on. These are very simple mag rails. These are the same mag rails that you see mounted on the front of the shelves on tool trucks, made by Lyle. They have screw ears here, or they're magnetic on front and back, so you can stick it to a metal surface. Very, very strong. And guys buy these who have service trucks and they need a secure way to hold a lot of tools while they're on the road. This is their 13-inch model. They have a 24-inch model. Comes with 2 mounting screws. You'll never lose the screws because they're always sticking to the. They always stick to the rail. So that's going to a fellow who has a service truck. If you work on large trucks and do any kind of wheel service, you're going to need an 1 5/16" deep 1/2-inch drive socket. The equivalent in metric is 33 millimeter. Some people have a preference of one over the other, but they are interchangeable, and I sell both equally. This is the 33 millimeter one from Gray Pneumatic, and it's going to a fella who works on buses, and they use the same size wheel lug nuts as trucks do, so he needs it for that. This is kind of sexy looking, which surprised me, but it's from K-Tool. It's a tire gauge with a dual head chuck on it, so you can use it on dualies, and it has, you know, the graduated gauge on it. It's got a beautiful textured black finish. See if you can see that. This is, I don't know, it's better looking than a tire gauge deserves to be. It's got the nice chrome accents on it. This thing's beautiful. I mean, you almost don't want to get it dirty. Don't, you know, be careful when you use it. I don't know. It's, their pricing from K-Tool is very good. And I got this to save some money over the Amflow ones that I would buy, or the Milton ones. And we'll see what the quality is like. I think these are equally good. For all I know, Amflow or Milton makes these for K-Tool, because K-Tool is just a private label brand. So, yeah, we'll put these on the truck and see what comes of it. I gotta read something here. Hold on. And I just found, because it fell out of the box, it comes with this little screwdriver. That little screwdriver is just a flat blade screwdriver. It's a calibration tool, so you can calibrate these yourself. I had not seen one that you could do that to. Have you? Comment below. And a couple of miscellaneous items. Some Gearwrench wrenches that have been on back order. I have to get some specific sizes for people. This is a warranty replacement for an 11/16 reversible wrench. And just some small odds and ends that you're probably not very interested in, like individual sockets and things. But this is good. This is a good tool haul because it's going to make the truck look a bunch fuller than it is right now, and also get some stuff in people's hands that they have been waiting for a while, because some back orders all came in with this order. So I'm stoked. It's going to be a good week, the week this goes out on the truck. And whenever you stock back up, sales go up, and it's nice to start the year off with good brisk sales, and this should get us there, especially because I'm delivering those Pigments, I'm delivering those AC sniffers. What else do I got to deliver this week that's going to be a good for business? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I gotta deliver. So I'm looking forward to this week. Because it'll be nice and profitable, I think, and it'll keep people interested in what I'm carrying because we're putting some new and interesting things on the truck. And it's nice to put things on the shelves that I'm going to be delivering to someone. It gives customers a chance to look at some of the items that I can get for them and carry. So sometimes it triggers, you know, your recollection that you need something or you want information on something, and just seeing it, even though it's intended for another customer, they can at least look at it, ask questions, and if they want something similar to that, I can get it for them. So it's really cool to put like the door adjuster, the leak detectors, the Pigments, things like that. Now they know me for other things besides just the standard, you know, Milwaukee, Gearwrench, Lyle, stuff like that. So it's nice to, you know, increase kind of my own brand recognition a little bit, and stuff like this helps out a lot. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for participating in the comments. I really look forward to reading what you write, especially the regular guys that come back every week and watch and comment, and I really appreciate all you folks too. And keep watching because we've got some interesting videos coming down the line, including the new flyer drop video. I definitely want you to see that because it's going to go over some new pricing on stuff. And strangely and happily, a lot of the pricing has gone down on things. So we'll see some nice price reductions there. You can also look back and see the recent Matco flyer video that I put out that's been getting some very good responses. So thank you all for watching that. And do me a favor, click down here to subscribe now so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, use a tool. Don't be one.